Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on Life After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 19, Trials and Tribulations. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Let me give you my little theme song real quick. Everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. 'Cause everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Welcome to the channel and to our family and to all of my nieces and nephews who have been ride or die with your auntie from day A. Thank you so much for your continued support. Y'all, look, this episode left me wondering, are there any good ugly men in the world that ain't cheating? I mean, what the? Okay, let me get it together. First couple I want to start off with is Scott and Lizzy. Okay, as we all know, Lizzy has gone to, California to be with Scott. She did a drive-by on that ass and just showed up at his house unannounced, okay, and everything. Scott kind of feeling the need not, okay? Now, we know that when she got there, Shirlene opened up the door. And I'm thinking, Shirlene's ass did a visit. No, Shirlene lives there. Now, we have seen Shirlene season after season, okay? Well, okay, 2 seasons. Talk about how, she doesn't want Scott to be used and all of that kind of stuff and how much money he was spending on Lizzy and, the unnecessary things he was doing for her, only to find out that this bitch is living in a Shirley, you done lost all your damn credibility, boo. How in the hell are you living there and you got a problem with what he's doing with Lizzy? That's why you had the problem, boo, because you was like, you cutting off my cheddar, you cutting off my papers. I was feeling some kind of way about Shirley. Like I was thinking, okay, she like a cool chicken, all of that. But Shirley, you living there? You on hard times? What's your backstory, Shirley? Okay, now we gonna get to talking about Lizzy, but what's your backstory, boo? What the hell you there for? Okay, so Lizzy, comes, she shows up, she's got a cover up on in a bikini, and Scott is overdressed for the occasion because, she's going to the beach. She got a little picnic basket and all that kind of stuff, they're going to have a good day. And so Scott goes into the house, he changes his clothes and everything, to a more casual type of, dumpster. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. So they get in the car and the argument ensues. When do they not argue? So, Lizzy's like, I know you want this relationship to work and all of that, but, I need you to be honest and upfront about everything. And at this point now she goes into, Shirlene living there. And Scott is adamant that he has not slept with her, would not sleep with Shirlene. And, he just, it just ain't happening. And I do believe, Scott, that he hasn't slept with Shirlene because I think that if he had slept with Shirlene, that the relationship would be no more, okay? And so Lizzy is going on, and he's like, look, let's just get a fresh start. I'm not messing with her, I'm into you, whatever, woo, 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 woo. And so they go down, to a little beach and everything, and he gives her a black box. Inside, I don't know what it is, but he said that he purchased it for her. And, it was something that he wanted to give her the whole entire time. And so, she's skeptical about it, and then it goes off. And I just really believe it probably ain't no damn ring. You know how they do. They have these little cliffhangers and everything and make us think that it's one thing. It's probably a damn necklace or something. Or a key. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no telling what it is. But anyway, Their storyline to me is boring. Last week I didn't even cover it, because they're quite boring to me, frankly, y'all. I mean, it's just like the same old, same old. So it's just like, okay, whatever. Whatever. The next couple I want to talk about is Marcelino and Brittany. Basically, they going to Bunky's hearing. She gets up the next morning, and Marcelino is regretful. He's remorseful for what he did the night before, and he's apologizing to Brittany about, his behavior and everything. And he's like, I really want to be there for you, so I'm gonna go to Bunky's hearing. And so Brittany's like, you know what? I appreciate that. Things rough on a mom, a first time mom, and all that, because even though she has a little boy, this is really her first time being a mom because of course we know the last time she was incarcerated shortly after she had a little boy, little baby G. And so, they're heading out, and he starts telling her how, they've accomplished a lot of things in the last year. They've purchased a home, they got married, they had a baby. So, they just have a lot going on. And so he's telling her how his life is fulfilled with her, and how he's just really grateful for her being there. And so she's worried about Bunky, because she's like, Bunky's, this is her sentencing, and regardless of what you decide to do, what you decide to say in front of the judge, most judges already have a preconceived notion, or they already basically know what they're going to do. And so it's a waste of time. So we see all the host of characters, all the friends coming to the courtroom. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Who's that? Thank you, Boo Tiana Davis. Thank you. Love you. And so, she's like, everybody's coming in, and they all on edge. And her and Marcelino, when they clean up, they really look good. Like, if I saw Brittany on the street and she was cleaned up like that, I would never think that this was a woman who spent half of her damn life in jail, okay? And Marcelino is a poker player. When they clean up, they really clean up. But anyway, and so, everybody's coming in, and, of course, she's looking at Bunky, and she's like, Bunky is looking a little down, and I think that Bunky knows. Brittany just has this eerie feeling in her that Bunky's not going to get away. Now, allegedly, there were some things that happened with the case, and although she was not the one who pulled the trigger, she was equally involved in the crime. I guess she must have taken a plea deal or whatever. So we see Bunky go up, before the magistrate, before the judge, and she's talking about how, she's tried to the best of her ability to change her life and to do the right things and everything. And, she's hoping that the judge would give her a lighter sentence because of what, she's done to improve her life. And the magistrate was like, boo, everything that was written, everything that I've read in your deposition and everything basically was geared and steered around you trying to, step away or absolve yourself from the crime. He said, but in my opinion, you just as guilty. You may not have pulled the trigger, but as far as I'm concerned, you just as guilty as everybody else is. And I am not going to give you leniency. What I'm going to do is I am going to abide by what was already written by the prosecutors and everybody else, and I'm going to give your ass these sentence. On account of burglary, bitch, you're... you getting 24, 72 months. On this, you getting that. On that, you getting this. At the end of the day, Marcelino and everybody head dropping. Brittany is like, no, Bunky. Like, everybody's devastated at this point, because as Sasha is looking back, Bunky was looking back, like, my heart was like, damn, Bunky, you about to be somebody else's Bunky. Bunky was looking back, and them arms was going like this, y'all. Bunky was like, they had them arms back like that. They locked Bunky's ass up. They gave her like 100 and some months in jail. Basically, Brittany was like, this, the girlfriend was like, the other little girl that was in, she was like, what do that mean? What does all of that mean? Count this and count that. Count Dracula, and she got to count and a Cookie Monster. And Brittany was like, it basically means she got 10 years. She got about 10 years. At the end of it, we see a little clip, and it shows that, Bunky will be released or eligible for parole in year 2025. And I was like, dang, Bunky, who gonna cash that check for you being on the show? And I'm not making light of it, but it's like, it's so sad that, you believe as, I guess, a criminal or whatever, that you paid your dues and you've done what was required of you to do. But at the end of the day, if that judge does not feel that you have paid your dues to society, that he has the right to sentence you to whatever he deems is sorry, Bunky. Love you, Bunky. Hope you get to see this, and our hearts and our prayers go out to you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm on both lines, so I just need to, shut the fuck up, okay? Like, for real, okay? So the next couple that I want to talk about is Lamar and Andrea. I don't know why I think Andrea's acting. I mean, Andrea, come on now. Now, we all saw Lamar last week when he went out with his friends and, his brother and everything, and they were sitting all at the table. So Lamar comes in and he has some flowers and everything for Andrea. Andrea is saying that, she's this new woman since Lamar has been locked up, and, he's going to have to deal with the new me. So as we saw last week, Nala and, the others, the son, they were, really making comments about how they felt, abandoned and dogged out by him because he had just got home from jail. They did the Christmas tree and all of that. And Lamar decided, to kick them to the curb to go out with his friends. So Andrea allegedly is still upset because, he went out. So Lamar says while he was out, he had a change of heart and he felt guilty about being out with her, being out with the crew. So these is his makeup, flowers, and all this kind of stuff. To me, it all looked staged. And I don't know why it looked staged, but it just did. She talking about gas station flowers and my goal is for him to be in Utah and all of that. Just say y'all moving to Utah. Just say that this is what y'all decided to do. It just did not look authentic to me at all. Even the little fake part about, him taking some extra pieces off the Christmas tree. Would he have the bitches in his pocket? Like, if he had extra extra pieces of Christmas tree, where was it? Was it in the back of the car? Was it in the trunk? Was it tied up on the top of the hood? Like, it was so the fake mistletoe. Like, I'm so not going to be caught up. Andrea, you and I have interviewed before, and I just kind of know a little bit about you. You know what I'm saying? And you and Nook Dog, that didn't fly with me. I didn't think it was funny. I mean, maybe other people read into it, but it just absolutely looked scripted to me. And plotted and played out. And it wasn't good TV. Do something different. A fake mistletoe, gas station flowers, whatever. And then, of course, Lamar's saying everything that he needs to say, and she falls into it. That's why her kid's going to experience heartbreak. Because you falling for the game. You really don't give a flying freak about how the kids really feel. You just want to know that, that this man is going to be there with you. She talks about waiting for him for 6 years. Last time, with the first season when Love After Lockup came on, y'all, it was so many people that was coming out the closet on Andrea's ass. I mean, like, I was blocking mofos left and right because they was telling her real tea. And Andrea, I'm telling you right now, if you continue with the little fake storylines and all that, I will not be reviewing y'all ass. Like, I like you a Nook Dog. But come on with the fake storylines. save it. So last but not least, okay, oh no, Clint and Tracy. Today is Tracy's day to be free, okay? She's off parole. She's going to be a free citizen. Like she said, she's going to be a normal mofo. So she's leaving the house, and she's like, I really want to continue this relationship with, Mama San and everything, and I'm just, hopeful. Her and Clint already, they realized that, to take her to Vegas is the wrong thing to do, but the bitches got flights, and they got their bags back, and that's what they doing. They going to Vegas to celebrate her being on parole. Tracy says that if she did not have Clint, she doesn't even think that she would have made it. Never would have made it. Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. Okay? So basically, he drops her off. And he got to go, he drops her off at the court building. I guess the jail, the court building, wherever it was. Because she has to, wrap up her paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, look, I promise you, I will meet you at the airport so we can go to Vegas. I know you got to go and pick up your paycheck from your dad. So, you know what? We'll see each other then. So Clint is like, I realize I haven't been a good husband. Oh, really? Tell us more. I realize I ain't been a good husband. I got a secret, and I think it's going to probably devastate Tracy. So I was like, oh, okay. He goes to pick up his check. He woke up in the store with her pops. Hey, what's up? Come get that check. Dad said, okay, dang. He just such a fucker. So, he sits down with his dad, and he was like, Dad, look, I know you and Mom been together for a long time. I'm trying to do the right thing, but I'm just, I just don't know how to do the right thing. I'm an ugly mofo, and I got, my clothes sagging on me. I ain't got two, two pebbles in my damn brain to think about. I'm running little Debbie trucks up into, what I'm saying, crack. And I just got a whole lot of stuff going on. But Dad, basically I met this girl online named Stephanie. I'm like, what? Hold up. You mean to tell me the most jacked up mofo on the show is cheating? He said this bitch reached out to him on social media and he been talking to her. I said, these damn fans of this show, why in the hell do they go? You know damn well it's a fan of the show that reached out to this mofo. His dad said, drop her. Drop her. If you think you're going to have a relationship with Tracy and you want to last with her, you're going to have to drop this hoe. So, Clint sits there and tells his dad, I ain't never seen her. You lying. If you ain't never seen her, and all you doing is texting her, okay, then it ain't nothing going on. But ain't no way there's no way you can tell me that you didn't little Debbie your ass to her house. That y'all didn't little Debbie your asses to a hotel somewhere. Come on, Clint. Come on. There is no way. Like, we're not believing it. We're not buying it. Here on Auntie's advice, we're not buying it. This mofo probably was already licking and sticking when Tracy went back to jail because, he could not deal with it. All right. So Tracy now is the goddamn victim. How the hell does Tracy now turn into the victim? Here we done see her relapse on fucking crack and everything else, and now her ass is a good guy? Man, you can't make this. You can't make this up. So Clint now has a girlfriend on the side, and he about to blow Tracy mind. Tracy trying to get to know his mama. Tracy trying to, walk upright. Tracy trying to be a normal citizen. And now Tracy is the mofo victim. Ain't that a bitch? So he meets her, he gets to the airport. He got, little champagne glasses and all of that kind of stuff. And a bottle of champagne. And he's, like Vegas, here we go. Clint is all about a damn good time. This motherfucker wants to run her and control her. Why he had her on parole. Same thing with Lamar. While she was on parole and all of that kind of stuff, he could regulate her, give the rules, make her recite the American, I mean, he could do all of that stuff. But now that Tracy is free, now he feels like he's losing his control over her. He's a controlling mofo. So Tracy comes up in the oop and everything, and she's all excited. She got a little paperwork and everything. And she's like, what that say? Bitch, what that say? And Clint's like, you free. He's not as excited as he should be. Because he has insecurities about whether or not Tracy going to relapse, whether or not she's going to go back into a life of crime. But by her own admission, she said Clint is the only reason. Okay, why I'm straight and I'm like this. And so Clint pops the bottle and everything. Tracy, paper flying down the thing. He like, she free and she already losing her freedom and everything. Young. For real? So he pops the bottle and everything, but I'm telling you, you can see that Clint is not happy about this, because Clint now is going to feel like he has lost control. Plus, this mofo got to tell Tracy that he cheating on her. How can the ugliest mofo on top? How does this happen? How does Scott get the right to cheat? How does Michael get the right to cheat? And now Clint? Like, we just had a conversation about ugly mofos. And he cheating? Tracy is going to be back on that crack in no time flat. Like, by the next episode, y'all, she probably going to be back on that stuff. Because this is too much. Clint did not consider Tracy at all. He's not a good person. And, there was some things that came out, from the sister of his previous wife, who is now deceased, may her soul rest in peace. And she was saying he not a good person. Him or his mother. The mother is sitting there giving Tracy an ultimatum. You need to give your son one. Like, Clint is some straight trash, in my opinion, for doing this to this girl. How dare he? And we see from the upcoming episode, that the mofo been had sexting with the woman. Who sexes with Clint? Hit me up in my Gmail account if you was sex with Clint. They on their way to Vegas. Okay. The last couple that I want to talk about is Sarah, Michael, and Megan. This is so... Let me get my thoughts. Let me gather my thoughts. So we see Sarah. Swollen, big, ready to pop. She's supposed to be getting induced, okay? The only thing she can think about is that she getting ready to come home with 2 kids by herself. Bitch, how did you not think about that when you were laying up with him, getting pregnant? Like, this mofo is never... No, grandbaby. No, grandbaby. That was Twyla. So, she, got a little sob story about, I'm going to be, coming home with this baby by myself, and Michael ain't about nothing, but really I do want him, and I want him to be the one to break the relationship off, and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The violin just playing. Bitch, please, don't nobody have no sympathy for you whatsoever. I know I don't. So in the meantime, in between time, Megan is sitting in the car. It's snowing. She out in Michigan, snowing like a mofo. And Michael is talking to her like she ain't nothing because she cheated. Now, here we go. Megan could have cheated and did whatever she wanted to. She's single. She ain't got nobody. But the problem with what Megan did is that she did it with one of his friends, which is what really did make it dirty. You don't do anything like that because when you got these mofos in the street and they gangster leaning and all of that kind of stuff, a mofo would get popped for less than that. You don't go with the dudes in the hood that's friends and been friends since they was little kids. You can mess with whoever you want to. She doesn't get that. She's sitting at a cafe. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going above. So she's sitting in the car, and he calls, his home piece on the phone. And his home piece is like, he like, hey, what's up? Megan right here. So what was going on with you and Megan? And so, she was like, why? What you talking about? You talk about the cats? That's what we did. We cussed. Even though I lied and said we didn't cuss, we cussed. And so, the friend like, I ain't kissed that. I ain't kiss her. She was like, I don't know why she lying and everything. So, Michael like, you a snake. That's a snake move. You know what I'm saying? You could have messed with anybody. But she feel like she justified in it because he messed around on her. Megan, it don't quite go that way. Yes, if you had messed around with any mofo in any casino, any town hall, any grocery store, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, it would have been cool. But you don't mess with the homies. Like, that's where you broke the code at, boo. That's even breaking girl code. Like, you do not mess with the homies unless you really want to break up. If you really want to dog him out and put the final nail in the casket, then you screw with one of his friends. But if you think that you want the relationship to last, which we know you do, okay? We know you do. We're convinced that you do. You don't mess with the homeboy. And so Michael now is justified in saying what he said. You a skank, you a snake, you did some snake, okay? You just the lowest of the low. Go ahead on it. Put dust up on your car, kick rocks, get the fuck out of here. I don't care nothing about you. She's sitting there with no understanding because you was a baby, boo. You're a baby from Texas. You ain't never experienced this kind of life. You understand what I'm saying? And so Michael was like, calling her all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as he's concerned, she a hoe. And as far as the homeboys are concerned, that's what she is. She's a pass-around girl, okay? Because you sitting up there with Rock, and you did what you did with Rock. Okay? So if you do that with Rock, then that means you would do that with Brick. And if you do that with Brick, then that means you would do that with Wall. And if you would do that with Wall, then you would do that with the Nail. If you would do that with the Nail, then you sure would screw the screw. That's how the homeboys see you. Trust me and believe that. So, she's sitting up there, she don't understand. He like, don't hit on. He went up in the house, okay? So, Day happy. Y'all know Day happy. So he goes in the house and everything. Now all of a sudden, this bitch wants to call Sarah. Now all of a sudden, his kids are important. Now all of a sudden, he been calling her all day. I wonder why. Why? Okay? Now all of a sudden your kids are important. That's the most important thing to your ass. Okay? At first the most important thing to your ass was getting to the nearest hotel and having sex with Megan. And now all of a sudden your kids are important. You're going to mess up your tether. Okay? So, he's calling her and she's on the phone, Michael. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I've been avoiding your phone calls because I figured, you must have turned your life around. We don't know who she's going to be for the day, so I'm going to use a couple of accents. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Love you. Michael, Yeah, so I'm lonely. Yeah, I'm getting induced. So you couldn't. I mean, so why you ain't come before? Yeah, because my parole was I had to clock it. She was like, but you ain't got to do that all week, Micah. Micah, you ain't got to do that all week. Micah was like, I mean, yeah, but the problem. I mean, what's happening right now is you getting induced, and I want to see my baby born. I want to see my baby born. I want to see my baby born. Bitch, do you mean I want to see my baby be born? Do you mean that you want to see the birth of your baby? What does baby born mean? Is that like a new damn doll that they selling in the store? Like, why can't this mofo talk correctly? So anyway, and I know I be messing up sometimes too, but it is what it is. I mean, hell. Don't judge me. Okay. So Sarah, she plays the game. The game is I'm by myself. You didn't get to see the birth of the other baby because you was in jail, and now you home, and I need you, Michael. I want you to come and see the baby born. So Michael wanted to see the baby born, goes out there and starts cleaning all the snow up off the car. And so Mama Duke came out and was like, hold up, niggers, what is you doing? And he like, what? She like, hold up, no, ninja. I done had your back, okay, for a long time. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love you too, boo. So he like, no, I'm going out there, I'm just going to go ahead and violate my probation. I'm going to go ahead and turn my tether off, and I'm going to do, what I got to do. I'm on house arrest, but I'm going to just go ahead and turn this blickety off and all that kind of stuff. And the mama like, look, let me tell you something, young. You've been fucking up all your life. And here I've been holding it down for you, ride or die for you like a mother would do. But I'm going to tell you right now, you got a sister up in the house, Day-Day. Day-Day is counting on you to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? We got you up in here. We got the mechanism sitting over there on the dining room table, bitch. Where do you think you going, Michael? I'm going to tell you right now, if you go about this house, you can't never come back up here. You can't come back up in here. She was like, you see the baby when you see the baby. But going about here, Michael, coming out here cleaning off the car with your little jacked up ponytail, sitting up, like who thinks a man with a ponytail that's looking like this? Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute, I done gave him I done gave him too much credit. You dating a mofo and his ponytail is looking like this. And the bitch smoking a cigarette. And so in the morning time when I get up to go to work, you the mofo with this ponytail that's sitting there in the back cleaning the car for me. Oh, hell no, I'd rather be by myself and use a... So Michael's out there, the mother's telling him, you have never made the right decisions. You need to make the right decisions. We have been here for you. You finally getting your freedom, and you can't mess it up. He's sitting up there talking about, can't nobody tell me what to do. Guess what, Michael? That's why you in and out of jail, boo. That's why you a career criminal. Because can't nobody tell Michael what to do. Okay? Can't nobody tell you what kind of foundation to use. Can't nobody tell you how to lay your edges down on the side like you do, okay? Because you love them edges, mofo. Can't nobody tell you anything. You out there living off of somebody else's back. So his mother was like, if he go up, I can't do it no more. I've been, in this with him since he was 15 years old. He a grown-ass man now. And if he roll up out of here, I can't do it anymore. My heart can't take anymore. And do you know there are thousands and thousands upon thousands of mothers who have that same testimony that she got? Thousands of mothers. And your heart can't help but go out to her. Because at the end of the day, that's the baby that you birthed. That's the child that you brought into this world. And as parents, all we want is for our children to do better. Michael is standing up there talking about, you can't tell me what to do. He devastated about what Megan did. He devastated about what Rock did. And then we see Megan sitting at a cafe with her bun bun, okay? Because he got two bun buns on his side of his head. So his name is Bun Bun. So she's sitting out there with Bun Bun, and Bun Bun's drinking tea, and she calls herself spilling tea. So she tells Bun Bun that she went out to, Flint because she wanted to know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, well, how all that, what's going on with that? So she was like, he he is married. He do have another baby on the way. He has been having sex with her. I asked him, was it other girls? But he was like, no, there are no other girls because, he just doesn't have time between me and his wife. His whole wife, he doesn't have time to have, relationships. So the dude was like, not a ninja like Michael. That mofo got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday love. Okay? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday love. Okay? This mofo ain't missing out on nothing. She is. So she's like, no, he ain't got time, to be with nobody else or anything like that. And then I told him about Rock. And so the friend was like, what? You telling about Rock? And she was like, yeah. He was like, tell me more, girl. Okay. And she's like, yeah, he got an attitude, like he got real mad. Like I feel like he's jealous. And, because he's jealous, like he really loves me. Because, if a man shows that he's angry or anything, it's just love. It's not that, he's irritated or anything like that. Like he just loves me. So the friend was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, look, you infatuated with him. You was a virgin. You had your trainer bra on, but now, boo, your breasts is D's. You need to move on from the trainer bra man and move on to a man that's really going to treat you right. At the end of the day, Megan ain't never going to find a man that's going to treat her right because she don't respect her daddy. Her daddy been told her to cut the mofo off. The daddy told her that he did for her. The daddy had 11 arms, and guess what? He got a roof over her head. So if she can't respect her first love, which is her daddy, she's never going to be able to get a respectable man. Because guess what, boo? You either get what your daddy is or you get the opposite of what your daddy is. But Megan got seriously daddy issues. And she got a daddy sitting up in the home. Just because you got a daddy in the home don't mean that you don't have daddy issues. There's something that Megan is fighting against with her daddy. And she needs to check that because she's going to continue to have Michaels in her life. Men who mean her no good, who care nothing about her. And then you're going to violate your own self in order to prove a point. Because guess what? If Rock probably wanted to turn it over and flip it and rub it down, oh no, that's exactly where she would have went with him. She has no boundaries in her life because she on that get back stuff because she doesn't... Y'all can sit out here and preach forever, but I'm not going to. Love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. Y'all, it look like this about to get on and pop. It look like Marcelino about to be fighting and some more stuff. But I'm telling y'all right now, this little Megan, Michael, Sarah thing, Michael better off really with Sarah, to be honest with you. This mofo gets up in the car, y'all, and pulls the hell off knowing he's on house arrest and the daggone beeper is going off on his mama's dining room table. The mama already told him, don't let me come out here and find out you gone. And he left. See, because he don't have any respect for his mama, and that's why he treat women the way that he treats women. Y'all, it's a whole read. It's a whole story, okay? When you talk about life and relationships and the way that people conduct themselves and how they feel about, this mofo has no good relationship and no good insight on a mother. I don't know. His mother may not even be at fault. Mama may not even did anything. You said, where's Megan's mother? Megan's mother, I ain't no telling where Megan's mother is because every time we see Megan has always been at the grandmother's house. So I don't even know what's going on with Megan's mother. Yeah, no, we've never seen Megan's mother, period. Now we've seen Sarah. Sarah is the one who we always see, the grandmother. We've never seen Sarah's mother. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they don't want to film. Maybe she's, an executive or something in Texas, and because they got a pretty big house. So maybe she's an executive and she just don't want to film. I don't know what it is, but she got daddy issues and Michael got mother issues. And Michael pulls off in the snow. To do what? To drive from Michigan to New York in time for this girl to have a baby when she's having a baby today. Now all of a sudden you date baby daddy of the year. Mofo, sit your ass down, okay? I can't with them, but it's entertaining. So really I can. Thank you all so much for waiting for me to do this. As you all know, I had my housewarming party yesterday, and so I wasn't able to get the review up Friday night or Saturday. So I thank you all so much for your patience. I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Love you all to pieces and have a great Sunday. Mwah. Thank you to my moderators and to everybody who super chatted your auntie. Love you. Bye.